Hello, everyone. Jose J. Garcia with Garcia Moham University here, getting ready for a coaching call here in about 10 minutes. Of course, my devices are dead. I was thinking on making offers in what works, what doesn't. I want to make a quick video on that and kind of break it down. Now, one thing about it is I know I have a couple already on my YouTube here. So if you do go check out making offers, I think it's one of them, and then the other one, how to negotiate, I think. So check those out. And some things I may not cover on this one, they're already covered there, kind of thing. So I just want to make sure you get all the above. Then, of course, if you do have questions, past that, be sure to email me directly at j@garciamhu.com or simply drop a comment below. So that being said, is making offers, what works and what doesn't. All right. Explain your offer. That's always the thing. You have to explain your offer. Okay. I say this all too often. It is, years ago, I could take a mobile home that somebody was trying to sell me, and I could legitimately just say, I'm not interested at this time. I could come back 2 months later and the mobile home was still for sale. It was still waiting on me. It doesn't happen no more. Okay. Even if it's close to a good deal, it is going to get picked up because the market is getting more investors in it, is growing more. So therefore, there's a lot more buyers now. You cannot just shoo it away and think it's going to be there tomorrow. It does not work that way. But also, that being said, is now what makes you different from another buyer? The more this market grows, the more the buyers are, means that the more options a seller has. Okay. Now, why should they sell to you and not to somebody else, especially if somebody else is given an extra $1,000, $500, or whatever the difference may be? They're willing to sell to whoever pays the most. That's a traditional sales in anything, right? And we understand that. And that's why you have to understand that explaining your offer is that much more of a step that has to be involved. Not getting personal. Let me go ahead and touch on that as well. Getting too personal can mean you just weirding out the seller and them telling you to go away or never calling you again. So don't do that. Don't get too personal on that. And also don't ask too many questions that really shouldn't be asked. I will say get personal standpoint where I ask, why are you selling? I don't need to know specifically as to why they decided to sell or not. I want to figure out why they need to sell. And the reason is because it's going to answer a lot of other questions. Somebody who's losing their home means that they're a lot more in a position where they have to sell and they have to negotiate versus somebody who may be upgrading to something bigger, maybe thinking about moving somewhere, but they haven't really decided. They're not going to budge much on the price, and not too easy to get a better deal in a sense. But when you explain your offer and as to why you're offering, and by that I mean, okay, you see this all too often in real estate and mobile homes. Anybody who is selling, one, thinks that their mobile home, their individual mobile home, is worth the most. That's a given, and that's fine. It is their personal home. They see it that way. Okay. Then the second strategy most try to do immediately is they try to compare their home to the one nearby them that just sold, even though theirs needs up and down rehab versus the one that they're trying to compare to, that one is move-in ready. That's what you want to explain to them. Look, Mr. Seller, okay? Not word for word. Look, Mr. Seller, okay? I understand you're trying to sell it, and I know the one that you're pointing out to, across the street there. I actually saw that one before it sold. I wish I could have bought it, but I didn't get there on time. However, I noticed that they put brand new wood floor all throughout the home. They sealed the roof. They fixed the ceiling. I know there was a couple leaks, I think, a couple holes there. They even painted it. They painted the walls. They put new central, new heat. A couple windows were broken. They brought it back up, no doubt. And yours, however, Mr. Seller, it is a beautiful home, but it does need some upgrades. It needs some work. If you're willing to do the work yourself, I think you can sell it for what they did or even more. However, sell it to me as is. I'm the one taking it the way that it is. This is why I can only offer. The second you start breaking that down, the roof, the ceiling, the walls, the paint, you're bringing them back to earth and letting them know, okay, they're starting to realize, well, yeah, I am trying to compare it to the one across the street, but that one was, in a lot better condition. We're not here to take anybody's home or do anybody wrong. We just want to explain, and that may not get you the deal. That you may still get a no, and that's fine. That's part of. Then you come back, then you follow up. That is strategic. The key is follow up every other day. It just see where they're at on that. If it's somebody that needs to sell and it just being stubborn, they're gonna sell, or that party is gonna take that home. It just depends on what the situation is there. But I would definitely pay attention, and that's why I ask is, why are you selling? And they will tell you flat out, well, I owe the part 3 months behind. They're kicking me out. They're trying to take my home, etc. Mr. Seller, you're not really in a position to negotiate much. Here's what I can give you as fair market value, right? That's what I can give you. And they just see where it goes from that. Sometimes also, I don't always suggest it. You have to put it on paper, but also being able to give them a little upfront can help them. A lot of people may need to sell, but have no money, no means of funding. And for them to be able to even take their belongings to a storage is huge. So if you can do that for them, that's what's going to make you stick out from other buyers. Okay. Hope that helps on that. If you're looking for more coaching, always visit me at garciamhe.com. Email me directly at j@garciamhe.com. Till next time, thank you for watching.